we have a lot to catch up on. First things first, the jacket. I know, look at the fucking jacket, dude. What am I doing with my life? I don't know. Okay. Dark, moody office. Here we are. It has been a crazy week. I might get interrupted with this video because Natalie, my dear wife, is at the hospital. She just had an emergency surgery to get her appendix removed. We're getting by. She's doing a lot better. She's feeling good. Frankie's doing good. Can't ask for much more than that. Outside of that, which obviously is quite important, I've been working on setting up this studio and getting my main A-roll shot set up. If you don't know what A-roll is, it's this. I'll show you.
They took you algorithm, the lot of everything.
Like this is an A-roll shot. But obviously there's a time when you want to have like a really set up, beautiful shot. And since I'm reshooting and rewriting and restructuring my entire YouTube course, I decided, let me make it look good. I've filmed 36 lessons. And I have to say, I hate how it looks. When I'm looking at some of the stuff, I'm like, oh, it's just not good. Like, I really just don't like it. These are the things that I spend a lot of time thinking about, but I've never really talked about. Because like my main YouTube channel, by the way, this is not my main channel. Some people are like, hey, it's great to have you back. And like, in a way, I guess I am back on YouTube, but also in another way, I'm not, because this is bonus Diavella. This is just like, it's just not the, you could probably tell already. This is not the normal YouTube video on my main channel. I'm not ready yet. I'm just not ready. I set the bar so fucking high for every video over there that I just wanted an outlet to be able to start creating again. And also talking about this like fun behind the scenes stuff that like, if I spend like hundreds of hours like thinking about this stuff, I know there's people out there who are interested in it too, maybe. If there's just 12 of us, that's great. Any hoodle, let me show you what I've been working on. Okay, so one of my new favorite toys is this switcher that I got. I am starting to do interviews here in the studio, and when I'm doing a multicam interview, especially when I'm on camera myself, it's like really hard to monitor everything. I don't have any employees anymore. I'm not trying to hire somebody to come out to help me. I just wanna be able to like invite people over to my place, do an interview, save the money, and then also, it's just fun. Like I like doing this stuff myself. This switcher is gonna allow me to see all of my camera monitors in one monitor. And also the bonus that I realized is now that I'm doing my course stuff and I'm recording through a teleprompter, because I've written this course out. It's like 30, 40,000 words that I need to deliver. I'm not just doing that off the top of my head. I've got everything loaded into the teleprompter, so then I can, if I want to, I can literally look through the viewfinder, see the camera angles, and I can also see my teleprompter. It's pretty great. Let me show you. At one time I had 3 cameras routing into this. Right now there's only 2 set up, and I've also got my teleprompter routed. And so then the monitor is right there. That's the main output monitor. And so then when I'm sitting here, this is what I see. That's my main A camera right there. That's my B camera over here. It's not framed properly. And then boom, I got my teleprompter. I'm using an app called Prompt Smart Pro that actually listens to your voice and actually goes along with the teleprompter with you, which is like incredible. But if I want to switch to the next lesson, or if I screw up, which I do like 1,000 times while doing these things, it's all connected via this iPad right here. And so then if I scroll up there, it's gonna scroll there, look. So this is like, dude, this is janky as hell. This is like an electronic slider right here. And so I can kind of program it to go back and forth. I'm not going to move the couch, so I just set it up right here. And then, oh my God, this is so janky. And then I've got like tape over top of the filter because I ran out of filters. So then I taped a larger filter onto this lens. So this is the Black Pro Mist filter. I had another camera set up right there, but I'm using it to film. Dude, I told you, look at this shit. This is just, my life is never like this. I know people are going to be upset. They're going to be like, Matt, put the jacket back on. This handy light right here was my hair light. And so I can actually show you what it looked like mounted. Are we talking legit or are you just talking shit? That's cool. That's my new slogan. Write that down. So this is the hair light. So yeah, I had it right behind my head. You can't tell here, but when it's darker in the room, you'll be able to tell. I'm gonna be honest, dude, I never shoot with a hair light. For most YouTube videos, I literally just set up one key light. It's like, I set up the big aperture light dome 2. That's like my main key light, but like I don't really bother with like fill lights. I'll just use the window, just close the blinds or whatever. But you know, since this is like a big course, I wanted to do it big and I wanted to make everything look amazing. I said, let's bring the hair light. Also because this room gets really dark. So like I black out the curtains and I'm really controlled with this lighting setup. And if I did not have that hair light, the back of my hair and my head would just kind of blend into the background and I'd be just a floating face. I'll give you guys an idea of where my thinking is and kind of where I'm kind of not happy with how things turned out. I went way overboard in the beginning. This was like the background. There is a ladder, a vintage camera on a hook, mugshot of some Australian convicts, and an old antique lantern. I don't know, it looks kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what's going, like, it's like way too themey. It didn't feel creative enough. Like, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a creative, like I wanted some creative energy in the room. And this just feels like it's like a barn. Like, I'm like, what is going on here? This is a little bit closer. I changed the framing a bit. The position helped later on when I added 2 more cameras. It still has most of the same problems as the previous shot though. Mainly all of this shit here. And finally, this is how I ended up shooting the course. I dialed in the lighting, removed the mugshot from the wall behind me, and added a print to my desk to bring some more creative energy to the space. As I was talking about before, like my head kind of disappears into the background because at this point I didn't have a hair light. I added a hair light after I did this test shoot. What I currently hate about this setup is this part here. Like, it's fine. I don't know, the lantern just seems a little bit too cabin vibes for me. I don't think it lights up enough of the wallpaper. It just doesn't feel creative enough for me, and it just feels a little bit too dark. My big problem is that like there's just like this empty space back there, and it's like it needs to be filled, especially when I'm doing an angle, like a camera angle like that. And so what I'm thinking is I remove this writer's desk, which I love. It kills me to have to remove it, but then do like a long narrow type console. Then I could do like some books. I can do a speaker. I just got like that little speaker there. The other idea I had was, what if I do like another desk back there and have that be like my computer editing station? Right here is just where I do like interviews and I can like work from my laptop. Using this space as like an additional editing station is also beneficial because whenever I do interviews, I have to remove my monitor from like the center desk and just like put it in my closet. So like that would be helpful there. My only concern is like the width. So I just don't know if there's enough space in here. I think my big lesson throughout this whole experience is that I have to learn by doing. Like I can't just think about how it might look. Like, yeah, obviously I'm constantly doing that and I'm like, okay, what if I added this? What if I change this? But until I actually buy the things, put it into space, set it up, look at it through my camera, bring it up on the computer, play around with it in the edit, then I realize, I don't love that. Yeah, like it's not quite there yet. As unnecessarily stressful as I make this on my stuff, I'm also enjoying this process. Like, it actually is a lot of fun. It's just a delicate balance of perfectionism. When it's a driver of making your work better, it's amazing. But when it actually starts to kind of get in the way of the enjoyment and you actually being fulfilled and like stoked with something you made, that's when perfectionism goes too far. So I'm on a tightrope right now. My battery's about to die and I need to pick up Nat from the hospital. So I'm going to leave you here. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.